Hello, everybody, and welcome to As Long as Everybody's Having Fun, or a
Cool.
new RPG show with me, Mr. Max Webbe, and Phil the Trill. How are you doing, Phil?
Um, it was a little rough at the start there. The
Yeah?
intro.
Yeah, well,
I sent you an image I wanted you to put up there, but
I didn't have time today.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
I got stranded in the middle of nowhere, and it took me
Yeah,
hours to come back home. Also, I gotta say, like, I've
it's fine.
I've been left to my own device to prepare this show this week and come up with graphics and shit like that. So I want to tell people at home that if you get a headache from watching the show, it's on me.
I had a lot of papers to grade. It's like finals week this week. I'm on Christmas vacation now though.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teachers get 2 weeks off for Christmas
Yeah.
plus a day. I got that Monday.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. I was preaching to
So,
the freaking choir over here.
and I want to say welcome to the people in chat too, in the audience. I see that we have few viewers, but I'm sure they're gonna let themselves known there in the chat. You can say hello. Don't be shy. I know it's been a while since I've been there, but and this new show, and as you see, like the channel has been rebranded and stuff like that. So we need to talk a bit about that before going into the thing, right? To the thing.
Okay.
What do you think, Phil?
Yeah. I I wanted to do a show with Max, and he said he would do it with me, and then he's like, "I kind of taking a break," and I was like, "Stop, stop taking a
Exactly.
break."
Yeah.
How do you remember it?
I think that's fairly accurate. No, I was just telling you, like, I'm taking a break probably until the end of the year,
Yeah.
so we can start a new show in the new year. And today is kind of like the session 0 of this new show, right? So where we're figuring out and well, we talk about it a bit in the background, but now we're kind of exposing to people like what the project is for this new thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be a bit of a departure from what we've done before
Yeah. Um.
in on this channel, at least. Hmm?
Right. Right. So we're gonna get some. We're gonna try and get some real talent in here.
We're gonna try to get some real talent, not like the
Yeah.
sucker we have usually.
Yeah. We're gonna get Ginny D.
Hopefully,
Is you said you were
wishful thinking.
contacting her,
Yeah,
and
I went to knock on her door, and I didn't have a reply before the cop show up, but I'm sure she's gonna warm up to the idea.
I thought you said so she's not in the green room.
Not tonight,
Okay. Next.
but I'll get her someday, hopefully.
Yeah. XP level 3 is another guy I'm interested in
Yeah.
picking
So
his brain.
basically, the whole idea is that we want to talk to people outside of our usual circle, right? We want to go expand the tent quite a bit, right? We want to be more like a general RPG show,
Yeah.
touch on
Yeah.
different topics.
We want to try and experience all the wisdom and uh the fun, I
The
guess, the
fun,
fun of the
exactly.
hobby. Is that what you'd
I guess
say?
also like the what I would say is like I put my point of view on this hobby out there
Mhm.
quite a bit, right? I have like hours and hours of content you can of me rambling about the way I see things when it comes to RPG. And I often talked about how I feel like it's a shame that there's not enough like intellectual conversation of reflection on the hobby.
Right.
People just repeat the same thing over and over that they've been saying for 40 years. But maybe that's unfair.
Mhm.
Maybe they do have some philosophy of how they see the hobby, what they want to do with it, and stuff like that. And maybe we just didn't ask, right? So maybe that's the thing we should do, I think. I think that's what I want to explore with this new show.
They had to I mean, people typically get better at something when
Mhm.
they do it a lot. So it's like I agree with that idea where it's like, what did you gather along the road, fellow traveler? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And just kind of share
yeah.
stories and tips. I think it's a great idea,
And if they
obviously.
and if they don't really have a thought through philosophy of about role playing game, well,
Mhm.
maybe we can put them on the spot and try to figure it out for themselves, right? Maybe that
Yeah.
could be a benefit as well. You know what they're trying to get from this hobby.
Yeah.
And but also one thing we want to do, we also want to chat about the hobby in general, right?
Yeah.
So want to chat
Ooh,
about our experience in the hobby, our gaming, our week in gaming, basically.
Dice Tales says get Matt Colville. That's another good one. We
That's a
should
good
put that one
one.
on the list
Yeah,
also.
yeah. Hello, Dice Tale.
We're getting a full schedule already
Yeah. Well,
of
they're
guests.
gonna be some of them are gonna be hard to get, right? Some of them were small channels. Some of them were not gonna want to talk to us.
Yeah.
We might
Yeah.
be a bit abrasive.
I mean, I don't really I don't think Matt Colville's too small, but guess
Too
that's
small for what? No, I say we're small. We're too
oh, we're
small.
small channel.
Yeah,
I
we're a
mean, for
small
yeah, for
yeah,
now.
for
So you
now.
said what's been going on in your
In our
gaming
gaming
life? Do you
life,
want to? Yeah, you go first.
I can go first. Well,
I
one of
can go
those
first.
things.
Okay.
Well, go ahead. You asked me if I want to go first, but you can go first.
Okay. I did the un-PC with you yesterday.
Oh, that's where I was going to.
But if you say it, I can't say it. So
Yeah. So how did it
that was
go?
fun. It
Yeah.
went pretty well. Yeah.
Give us some
I didn't
detail.
get to talk about I really enjoyed playing that character a lot.
Mhm.
If you guys didn't watch it, Uriah Edwards wrapped
Yeah.
up 25 weekly un-PCs, I think is what he said.
Something like that.
That's
Yeah.
quite the feat. Good job
Yeah.
there. And it was a pretty fun game actually. It was a really good game. Crispy GMing in the seat with us, bouncing off each other, and then Elf Hunter and Uriah, both
Yeah.
elite
We
role
got
players.
the team of 80s Vice.
Yeah.
And
I think you were the only
Tone
one.
Odoric.
Yeah, I was
What?
gonna say I think you were the only one that actually tried heroic. I think everyone else was just playing a game, and you were like actively toning your actions. I didn't
Maybe.
realize until the end. I was like, oh, he's actually trying to
Yeah.
enforce tone on what he's doing. I probably should have done that. I kept botching every combat roll I ever made. So
Well, that's all. But like one thing I might not have done too well, and I was thinking about that today, is the 80s Vice aesthetic. I don't know if we nailed that one because like we decided we got 80s Vice as a setting, and it's not a setting I'm super familiar with. Uh,
it
like
became very
neon
like a
stuff
basic
and
modern
bright
setting.
light. It's not really my jam, right?
Mhm.
So I like things more like toned down and so somber, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think
Classic.
I thought um like at some point Crispy just started sprinkling cocaine on everything we found. And I was like, I guess it's Vice now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Uriah thought it was like something else. I'm like, no, Crispy's just
Yeah.
he's
I think
just
Crispy like
sprinkling a little
did try
magic on
to.
everything.
Yeah, I think Crispy did make an effort to put the tone, but I think like a
Mhm.
part of it, like because when we decided to, we're we had a trouble like squaring the heroic tone with the 80s Vice because like if you go 80s Vice, everybody's kind of a bit crooked and corrupt, and nobody plays by the book. Everybody's like a bit of a
Yeah.
jerk, right? So we decided to go with like those dock worker that are veteran Vietnam veteran and stuff
I
like
was
that.
getting
And
more of like is Dirty Harry a heroic theme show? You know,
it's Dirty Harry, I think, is considered like an anti-hero normally, no?
maybe.
So was that, is that still an heroic? That's debatable. But the fact that we played like old timer, right? A lot of us, like, I
Yeah.
think that took us away a bit from the 80s vice, which should be about the youth and exuberance and everything going high speed, right? We're more like the old folks coming out of retirement to do like the right thing, right?
Yeah, it's like those
So
weird movies with like all the old people coming back
yeah,
for one
yeah,
last go at
like
Vegas
James
and then
Caan and yeah,
making jokes about how old they are.
yeah,
It's not really. I mean, you guys were in your 40s, so 50s.
maybe, yeah, which is pretty old,
You're right.
ancient,
It's
yeah,
ancient even.
yeah. So that's the role playing game we played. I didn't play any other game on role playing game, and actually I didn't play any game at all. Not video game, no board game, no nothing this week.
Oh, I finally finished or got caught up, I should say, because it's an ongoing series with Dungeon Crawler Carl, an audiobook.
I don't know what that is.
It's basically about this dude, like aliens come to Earth and then imprison the planet to get resources out of it. But then they create this like dungeon crawl for all the civilians on Earth, and they basically turn it into this MMORPG that's like super formulaic and stats based, and it's interesting, but it's like super vulgar and bloody and murderous.
And you're listening to that in it's audiobook, you said?
It's an audiobook. I listen to it on my commute, yeah.
Huh. Is it just in audiobook, or was it like published
No.
at some point?
Yeah, it was a real book before.
Okay. I don't know. Some people like do like nowadays, like they do like audio roman, right? Just like it's a new thing.
It's probably smart if you want to reach someone like me.
Well, some people don't like to read. I did receive a new RPG book this week that I bought, Valorous.
So you bought it. I got Valorous as well.
There you go. So we both got Valorous by our friend Bear, the Gen X GM.
Yeah.
I didn't look at it yet because I've been super busy with getting the show ready.
I didn't look at it because of my inability to read.
Yeah.
Like extends to all books. So
there you go. I did buy some video game this week. There was a big sale on Steam. You know, I'm a patient gamer when it comes to video game. I don't have much time to play video game, and I don't mind playing a game that is like 4 or 5 years old, right? It's like when the price get right. I'm cheap too, right? For me, video game are not worth that much because I'm gonna play like a few hours here and there, and then I kind of get bored of it.
Yeah, we've argued about that.
Yeah. Well, did we argue? Or we
I mean, it's more like I just disagree with you about it.
Yeah, but that's all right. Like we can value those things differently.
I feel all right about it. So what's the game you got?
I got Everspace 2.
Okay.
I played quite a bit of Everspace 1. So I was be curious to see you know what it is? It's a flight it's a space game, flight simulator. And
it's got like
the first one was roguelike.
Okay.
Yeah. So you keep doing those run, which, you know, it's not something like they're challenging, right? So it's something I guess it would be roguelite because you still have progression in between the run.
I'm still playing Skyrim.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, you know, playing old games, fine, right?
Of course.
How many mods do you play with?
None.
None? You're playing vanilla Skyrim?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I guess. I don't want to go through all the rigmarole of modding everything.
You know, like I never been a big fan of Skyrim. I think the mechanics are a bit weak. But one thing that would interest me in going back to is with the survival mode.
Yeah.
Survival mod, right? Like that seemed like that might make it interesting enough for me.
Eventually you get tired of no fast travel and you're like, I just want to go there. But if you have fast travel, or if you don't have fast travel, it's like you fill up your inventory before you even get to the dungeon. You're like, okay, well now what?
Well, you don't have to. You try not to pick up every piece of shit that you find, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, you don't need all that cheese, Phil. You don't need all that cheese.
Jeez, it's like 2 weight for 10 gold. What a deal!
Then I got like Expedition Rome, which is, I don't know. It's like kind of RPG, kind of like a tactical game.
No.
I played Expedition Conquistador when it was new, and I played Expedition Viking a few years back. And I was just waiting, and I like those games. I was just waiting for Expedition Rome to come on sale, and it was like 75% off. I said, you know what, that's a price I can stomach. So I went with it. I bought Blood Roots, which is an indie game I don't know much about. Yeah, but
You're just filling out the library there, huh?
I'm filling out my backlog that I
your unplayed.
I might play one of those games at some point. But 3 of them are certainly gonna remain with 0 minute played.
Only game I'm really interested in playing right now is Arc Raiders, but I'm not gonna buy any games. Every time I buy a game, I just don't want to play it. Also, I have a game I'm waiting to play called Terra Invicta, I think it's called. It's like
yeah,
but whatever. I'm not playing it. So,
but there was a game like I wanted to the last game that I kept for last is that I got was Divinity Original Sin 2.
Cool.
I played the first one a bit. I didn't finish it quite a bit. I didn't finish it, but I played a fair bit. And now Larian Studio is going to do like a third entry in the Divinity series, right? They've been announced this week. So, have you played the Original Sin 2?
I have not.
Would you like to play it with me on stream? The game is built like to be played in co-op. So I thought like this could be something we could do, right?
Yeah.
Well,
as long as I can role play.
It's a role-playing game in theory, so we'll see if we'll go to
It's a role play. It is an RPG, as they say.
It's an RPG. That's what it stands for, right? A video game RPG. So we'll see about it. But I think it could be interesting, and we can could lead to some discussion. Like maybe we can do like a side stream where we go through that. Well, there you go. It was pretty big discount on Steam. So
I'll definitely check it out. Hopefully it's still on discount.
I should be.
I'm checking it out, folks at home.
Yeah. So that's my gaming news, my personal gaming news, I guess. Which is not much gaming.
75% off, definitive edition.
Yeah. So it's not gonna change after that.
Oh, 90% off for the basic edition. Okay.
I got the definitive one.
Okay, well I'll get that one.
So you got all the DLC.
$12.
Is it?
Yeah, for me.
Oh, yeah, we don't have
dollars.
Yeah, we don't have original pricing anymore, so
it's like $20. Yeah.
But I thought it would be worth it, especially if we can play it together, right? I think it could be a good experience. So, folks at home, you can look forward to that, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we talk about the news?
The news, the RPG news. Obviously, at this time of the year, there's not much going on, right? All the big announcements have been done before the holiday season, but there's still some.
Yeah, there's some things.
Yeah,
that you mentioned. Do you want to go through them?
Yeah, we can talk to okay. First, the piece of news that is most interesting to me that I think we can discuss is like Mongoose Traveler.
Yeah,
is getting a 5e rule set, conversion to the rule set of 5th edition D&D.
Yeah.
So
how does that? How does the mechanics of that work? Is it like a license?
I don't even know if they need license because of the open gaming license, right? Technically, I think they're just allowed to just convert the rule set. Yeah. And for me, that's, we like Traveler around here, especially like the Mongoose Traveler.
Yeah.
It's good at what it does. It's not good for everything, in my opinion.
I imagine there are fans of Traveler that are not fans of 5e.
I would imagine as well. And there are games that feel very different. Like, one thing about Traveler that is not bad or good in itself, but it's the vibe of Traveler. Because of the 2d6 mechanics, it's a game that is fairly predictable, right? It's you have this belt curve, and you don't have that much extreme result. If you change that to a d20 mechanics,
a luck die, if you will,
a luck die, like can you imagine if Shauner was alive to see that?
He'd be turning over.
He's probably turning in his grave right now.
His grave.
Yeah. Shauner, big fan of Mongoose Traveler, hating on the d20 luck dice, and now like his favorite game is gonna be corrupted.
It's nice of them to wait.
Maybe that's what they did.
Yeah, we saw their opening.
And my question is, like, who is that for, right? Because like the mechanics of a game that's what indicate the tone and the big part of the game, right?
Yeah, I'm wondering. Yeah, a lot. I'm wondering how they what that even means, because there's so many skills families.
Now you're gonna have class.
There's a whole life path system.
Yeah.
So does that just turn into like the background system, which is shit?
I don't know all the detail, but like there's a lot of question for sure, right? And the question is like, and who is that for? And basically, like, the only thing that survive of Traveler is the setting, which in my opinion is like the least interesting part of Traveler, because the setting is so vast and so diverse that you can find anything you want, right? That's
it's more of a tone than a setting, for sure.
Yeah, like the setting of Traveler is more like a oh yeah, you got those Aslan and those the dog, how they call it? I forgot.
I don't know.
The dog and the cats. And
yeah, cyborgs or something. I don't know.
But the point is that you go to different planets, and it's all like, and every planet is different and unique, right? So basically in Traveler, you can have whatever you want. You can go to a planet that is like medieval technology level, right? And that's what they got, right? And then
Zonalar says D&D guys already have Spelljammer. Who's this for? I agree with that. I mean, I feel like Traveler is doing it to pull the D&D audience. But, they already
nobody likes Spelljammer though.
Yeah, that's true.
But and I don't understand, because like honestly, I think like just learning, and especially a system like Traveler, it's fairly simple. Like, if you were interested in playing a sci-fi game in the world of Traveler, you could just learn the rules of Traveler, and you'd be better served by that, and then you're gonna get the Traveler experience.
That's a good point. It's like easier.
Yeah. So really, and it's always like the cynical view, or they're trying that because like it's D&D 5e is still like the biggest game out there, and people see it as a cash grab, which
like is it more lucrative to sell a module of D&D than to sell Mongoose Traveler?
Well,
I mean, it's money on the table, I guess. I don't know. It's weird.
That's the bet they do. Maybe they think they're gonna have some conversion, that people are gonna say, you know what, I like this world now that I'm maybe they see that as a stepping stone, or are they gonna convert everything? I don't know. Maybe they're just gonna see that as a, I don't know what their
imagine the journey of that person. They're like their GM's like, hey guys, let's play. They're probably D&D players. Hey guys, let's try this new D&D mode out. And then they're like, oh, this is interesting. And then they're like, hey, maybe we should play Traveler. Now, who are they going to go talk to? Like, hey, D&D guy, why don't you go buy the Traveler? They're not going to go to a Traveler group.
I don't know.
So Traveler group's going to be like, no, we're not playing D&D. I don't know. It's like a weird barrier.
Yeah, it's
I don't really see how it crosses
their own bubble, right?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Maya Trumpet, for the $1 there. Thank you. It's appreciated.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's gonna go to the Stream Lab.
Yeah, it's gonna go to pay for the Streamlab, StreamYard or whatever.
I don't even know
The streaming software license.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and to me also, like, I gotta admit, it because of the cash grab nature of the thing, right? The apparent cash grab nature of the thing, I should say, it kind of a bad look, right? It kind of like Zonara say, like, it sounds like an admission of failure of it's a admission of defeat by Mongoose, that RPG player have no interest in learning different system that to play their RPG. And I think that's interesting. That's an interesting perspective, especially right now when people are moving to draw still and people are moving to dagger art. And so clearly now there's people are learning new system. People are trying new games.
Yeah, so it's like the perfect time for them.
Yeah. This idea that we're locked in the 5e ecosystem and people will only play 5e, that's not true anymore.
Maybe that's why they're doing it now then, because they see weakness and they're trying to, maybe that's the justification for it. Trying to draw people out of 5e. It can't be for Mongoose Traveler players. Like, I can't imagine a Traveler player going, I'd rather play D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very different vibe. It's a very
sure
different
that person exists, but
I don't know if they're gonna have any success in that. You know, always I don't want to feel like I don't want to wish bad on people, but in a sense, I almost wish that this is gonna fail because I want this trend to end, right? It's like, it's not that I have like any ill will toward Mongoose, right? It's like I just don't like it. You know, stand proud of your system, of your game, and stuff like that. It's a good system.
I want the failure to be the precedent.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want them to be emboldened in sticking to their guns, right? And doing the So I don't know. I thought it's news, and I immediately thought of like our friend Shauner, and that's what a travesty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, brother. So you got a Fighting Fantasy collection.
Yeah, you told me it's on Kickstarter, right? And it's doing big number there. Obviously, like because it's me sharing, it's in Canadian dollars, so it's
this isn't real money. Everyone, for the folks at home, this isn't real money.
Yeah, but it's like $214 real money, right? So almost $250,000. 10 days to go is probably gonna make there. Like there's always a big bump at the end. You told me you didn't play those. You didn't play those.
This is by Steve Jackson of Steve Jackson Games.
Yes, but this is a collection by I think Ian Livingstone, and Steve. Oh, both Ian Livingstone and Steve Jackson. They're classic. They're a lot of people that were into the choose your adventure kind of game and fighting fantasy, the fantasy series. Yeah, a lot of them, like a lot of people played those games. So if you were into that and you want to maybe pass them down to your children, right? If they're especially if they're too young to get into role playing, sometimes I think it's a good stepping stone. When I was a lad, and that's something I would do when I didn't have a friend to play around with, right? Or when it was just like between game when it's not convenient, right? Like you can just take those books, and obviously it doesn't introduce you to role play because oftentimes like a lot of the thing that we complain when GM are too rigid, and we say, "Oh, now you're making the game into a choose your adventure game," right? Which is wrong when you're playing a tabletop role-playing game, but choose your adventure books are not wrong per se by themselves.
Yeah, it's not wrong to enjoy something. It's not necessarily what role-playing games are designed for.
No, exactly.
This looks cool. I didn't realize what this was until just now. I wonder what the perks, what's that called?
The bonus?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't look that deep.
Yeah.
But I had fun memory of those books.
Did you back it?
I'm not gonna back it.
Okay.
Because I can't read. And
it's in Canadian. You have Canadian dollars, for God's sakes.
Yeah, I've played this one. I've played this one. I played.
Oh, okay.
I
mean,
played all of them
seen
except the
any of this
Scorpion thing. I think the Scorpions one. Yeah, I was big into that when I was a lad.
Mhm.
Obviously, I did it in French, so because I didn't speak English back then. And Fighting Fantasy wasn't my favorite series though, although they were pretty good, but it wasn't my favorite one.
The only one I ever used was the Choose Your Own Adventure. That's the only thing I've ever done. I loved those things, man. I collected a lot of those. I had a lot.
Which one was?
That's probably one of the biggest collections I had as a child. Is Choose Your Own Adventure stuff.
Yeah. Oh, you say like Maya Trumpets Fighting Fantasy became a RPG as well. Yeah, that's true. I also like there was the Lone Wolf. Was it Lone Wolf one? I forgot how it's called in English. But there's another series.
Lone Wolf is English.
Is it? That's English. No, but I don't know if that's what they were called, because in French it was called like, well, the equivalent of Lone Wolf. So I'm just like retranslating back, but they might have a different name a bit. But like the Fighting Fantasy were all like more self-contained, so each book was one adventure and stuff like that. Except there was a few exceptions there, but yeah, it was Lone Wolf, right? And Lone Wolf, the difference was like it was very like the Fighting Fantasy, but you kept your character from book to book, right, from the whole like series, and they made an RPG out of that. Yeah,
that's cool. So it'll be like, if you have a lantern, go here, or if you have like a
and then you would need to roll some dice sometime.
Okay.
So and there was fights and stuff like
go
that.
To this page.
Yeah, and you could lose some hit point and die.
Yeah, that's awesome for a kid, especially.
Yeah, look, the character sheet and all, right? So you would keep track of so it's really like a proto role-playing game.
Yeah,
you can get your kids to read and maybe develop an interest in role-playing game, right?
I'm gonna get them.
Yeah, so I thought it was interesting to look at.
$80. You get 15 for more adventures. What?
Yeah, because like that's the
15 each.
Yeah, that's because that's the second time you do one. That's
80
book
for
6
5.
to 10. So if you want the 1 to 5, yeah, 15 each.
So it's still 15 each plus 5 for the case.
I played this one, Warlock of Firetop Mountain. It's a classic. I didn't do this one. I did City of Thief.
Okay.
I don't think I did Citadel of Chaos.
All right, you sold
Forest of Doom to ring a bell. Yeah. So there you go.
I like Steve Jackson as a.
Oh yeah.
As a, I don't know. It's just a quirky guy. He describes things in cool ways to me. I don't know. I just kind of like him.
$15 for a single book. It's not like crazy, right? So there you go. Interesting thing.
Yeah.
Opinion. Not next
on the list.
Yeah.
But Free League finished a crowdfunding for Twilight Sword.
Yes. And a big finish too, which is also interesting. And again, that's a different system. It's not a 5e spin-off.
Okay.
They made like 700,000 euro. So close to $1 million, I guess, right? Probably like $750,000 in American.
Yeah.
And so it's a kind of Zelda Ghibli kind of inspired game. So I thought it was I like Free League. I think they have good product out there. And I'm always glad to see like people try with new system. I don't know if this is gonna be any good. It's probably gonna be like when they sell it with all those like token and card and stuff like that. I'm afraid they're going a little bit more on the
I gotta give them like bonuses for the
what?
For the stretch goals. That's what they're going.
Yeah. but it seemed to indicate like they're going more toward like this board gamification that we see in DLB now, like the role-playing game are going back to board game quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
With very mechanically involved. So, but good for Free League.
You can't sell nothing. That's the problem.
Yes, exactly. And everybody wants to grab the bag.
Unfortunately, you need nothing.
Yeah. Donaro asks, is this a completely original IP? Well, it's strongly inspired by Zelda, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So
hot elves.
Yeah, they call it Twilight Sword, right? So it's not like they don't go Twilight Princess. Is that like the Zelda game? But
of course, Zonalar's into it.
Yeah. So it is like it is original, I guess, but strongly inspired.
Well, good for Free League.
Yeah. So the next one I want to talk about.
We got Warhammer: The Old World RPG in pre-order.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I thought there was already a Warhammer RPG.
There is. There is already, and that's also something I wanted to talk about because that's part of the reason why I put it there, right?
It's Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, right?
There's Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, and they did recently the 4th edition, right? Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay has been to a lot of iteration because at some point it changed company and then it changed system and people didn't like it. It went to Free League, and Free League is one of those companies that is very guilty of not Free League, sorry, Fantasy Flight. And Fantasy Flight is one of those companies that is guilty of making the game, turning RPG into board game, right? Because they want to sell you stuff, right? They want to
just have like that one system, and they just really want to use that system.
Yeah, and sell you the custom dice for it. And I hate that system.
Oh yeah, they got that system too. That's a Genesis, right?
The Genesis system, yeah.
I was more talking about the Warhammer.
Oh yeah,
the ones
I don't know what they did with
the same that are kind of strange and chunky.
Yeah. But anyway, at some point, like Warhammer Fantasy went back to Cubicle 7, and they did Warhammer 4th edition, which were closer to the old Warhammer, where it's D100 roll, and sometimes you flip the 10s and the units and stuff like that, right? And I like Warhammer. I like the world of Warhammer. I think it's a cool world. I'm not big on setting usually, but I think I think this is a setting that's pretty close to what I would design for myself if I were to design my own setting, right?
Yes. I like it a lot. You've given me you've told me that you don't think that it's a good setting. Maybe that was like 40K.
40K.
That's what I'm thinking of.
40K is not a good setting for it's not a good setting for role-playing game.
Character agency too much. I believe
but you don't have that problem in fantasy.
What's the difference?
Because you don't have the same huge bureaucratic oversight in fantasy due to technological limitation and stuff like that. All right, there's more wilderness, there's more like zone of unknown, right? It's less organized. So people are more free to act upon their own device.
I don't want to just argue with you about that
No, it's like I can explain my view. Like it's
no, you've explained it before. It's just I think that you can achieve that in like a low tech 40K setting.
Yes, but if you go low tech technical setting, you can also like moving away from what makes 40K, right?
Until you're like Knights and Castles in Tyranids land, then it's like, oh shit.
But then you just like bringing one element from the you know what I mean.
Right.
You're not having the pure 40K experience, which I love the world of Warhammer 40K. It's a great setting. It's an interesting setting. Well, I got like some reservation about it, but it's an interesting setting for war game.
Mhm.
They're just like they just like some setting just work better for one or the other. War game and role playing game have different requirement for a good setting, in my opinion.
Oh, Zonalar says Total War brought Warhammer Fantasy to life for me. I don't know if you heard, but they just announced 40K Total War.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very exciting.
So the now one thing that happened is in the war game of Warhammer, right? In the Warhammer Fantasy, they kind of kill the world. They bring the end of the world in the meta.
Okay, yeah.
And then they relaunched the kind of Warhammer Fantasy with Age of Sigmar.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people hated it because they just like brought basically they just like made 40K with a coat of medieval paint on it, right? Where they brought the Stormcast were just like Space Marine and stuff like that, right?
I have heard those criticisms. I've also heard that it's it gets more hate than it deserves. So it's typically what I hear from people that actually play the games.
Yeah, but I think also like a big part of that is that they kind of killed something that was beloved by a lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, me too, man. I was in the middle of finalizing a high elf army when Age of Sigmar dropped, and I was like, "What?" So I'm just not gonna play this.
Yeah.
And then I later found out, yeah, you can play it, but it's broken. And I'm like, okay, well, forget it. Why paint?
And then they brought back Warhammer: The Old World because people were so upset about the Age of Sigmar, and it wasn't a huge success, the huge success that they expected.
Mm-hmm.
So they brought back basically the Warhammer Fantasy of the old school one.
Mm-hmm.
So Warhammer: The Old World is very much like the old Warhammer Fantasy. So that's in the war game side of things. But in the role playing side of thing, we didn't have really like the Age of Sigmar. We didn't like nothing like, you don't have the same, you don't stuck by the same meta, so nothing is taken away. We just had like not that long ago. Maybe it was like 5 years ago, maybe. How long was it? The Cubicle 7 Warhammer Fantasy 4th edition. It wasn't that long ago.
I don't know.
Maybe it's longer than time flies. Maybe it's longer than I think. But what was I saying? So and that was a return to form. It was generally well received. It was critic for the art. The art was a lot of like a political injection in the art.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of overly diverse in a way that doesn't necessarily make sense.
According to a search I just did, it looks like 2018.
So it's not that long ago.
Yeah, 7 years.
Yeah. And now they're doing in the same company, Cubicle 7 is doing a new role-playing game of Warhammer Fantasy, basically the old world, which is like basically the same thing, but with a different system. It seems now they're going for a D10 dice pool.
Interesting.
Which that I find very interesting, because one thing that people were happy with the fourth edition is that it's a return to form. You're going back to the D100 and stuff like that, right? And now they're going away again.
I'm not big on D100, so
me neither.
Yeah. I mean, these look like, coffee table books. Like they look like art books. So you got a lot of good art from Warhammer, and you put it.
Yeah, this is like the collector edition.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also one thing that I noticed, the art look kind of old school. For like, it doesn't clash from what you would see on the old.
Yeah, that looks like an older. That looks like an older game.
Yeah. Which I'm glad to see.
Yeah.
And it seemed to be much more in tone than
it's almost not old enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like in that crappy. I wish it looked older.
You know, well,
with those good like pen.
Maybe I can. I think if I. I think I can see more picture if I click on that. Nope. There.
Just look at that.
We have a little picture there. Yeah, we don't see much. But
sneak peek behind the scenes right here.
Yeah. It looked fairly traditional, right? So I don't know what the system is going to be like because if it's going to be pricey, well, it's 42 euro.
It's a coffee table role playing game book. It's going to be $50 to $70.
Yeah, seem about that, right? It's going to be like $150 for the 2 books, something like that, probably. What I have
41 euros on there.
Yeah, 41 euro, and for the collector edition, 140 euro. So if you want like the very nice one,
is that 3 or 2?
It's only 2. Well, I think technically it's 4 because you also have the 2, or is it just slipcase?
It looks like there's 3 books in it. That's why I'm saying that.
That's it is 2 books in the slipcase. Yeah. And then this one, and then this one.
Oh,
I guess I could read. If I knew what to read, I could read.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Maybe it's just a 2, but with a special cover. Yeah. Oh yeah, Player's Guide, one and a the Player Guide, Game Master Guide. Yeah, so it's 2 books. They just presented in a weird way. Or maybe those are slipcase. Oh no, that's the slipcase. The cover is on the slipcase, and that's inside. So there you go. 2 book. Yeah.
So that's the art from the non-collector's edition on the slipcase.
Yeah. And that's
pretty cool.
So I'm curious about what the system is going to be like, because like a lot of the thing,
if you're going to do dice pool in Warhammer, why aren't you doing D6s? Like, what are we doing?
Maybe they feel like it's closer to the 100. Yeah. But one thing is also like the default setting of Warhammer Fantasy and the default setting of D&D, they're not that far apart. But the games have very different tone because of the mechanics influence the tone of the game, right? And so I'm wondering if they're going to be able to manage to keep that, in a sense. That's the question I have there.
Nope. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know. But,
good luck to you guys.
For some reason, this is tempting to me, right? Like
I'd buy that book for art. Like I buy those types of things. I like art in art role-playing game books.
This is gonna be a bit pricey for me in Canada, especially with shipping and stuff like that, when the conversion, the change rate. So that's probably gonna stop me from getting them, but it's tempting.
Yeah. A good Christmas present for Mr. Max Blomé.
Yeah.
Get your P.O. box. You need to get a P.O. box.
Maybe. So that's the thing that I found interesting this week and worth of discussion, I guess. I wonder also, like, now they're in pre-order, I wonder how many they're gonna sell. And again, if the Warhammer, the old world, sell a lot with a new system, it's again another strike again, like that people won't try a new system or won't buy books with new system. I guess playing them maybe it's a different question, but yeah.
I like new systems.
I like it too.
But I mean, yeah, everyone should just be making D&D clones at this point. I think if any Mongoose has taught us anything, it's that we should be playing 5e.
Yeah, that's the conclusion they're going for, right? Oh, you went on top now, I guess.
What's up?
StreamYard decided that.
Wise decision.
On top. Maya Trumpet said old 2nd edition Warhammer is good enough for me, and for other people that was the case as well.
Is that the one to get?
The 4th edition is like, I think, went back to kind of the system of the 2nd edition. So a lot of people say like if you get one or the other, it's fine.
Okay.
But yeah. But yeah, and that's the problem too, right? Like when a game is good and the system is good, people can stick playing that game forever, right? So how do you make more money from them? How do you squeeze more money from your fans, right? That's a question that everybody asks in any fucking field now.
Is that what additions are? Is that like the planned obsolescence of role-playing games?
It is. It is. Yeah.
That's their version of making your battery die in your cell phone.
Yeah. But that's the thing, right? Like you don't have any technology, you don't have software update, the books are still good as long as they don't fall apart, right? I guess the planned obsolescence would be like you make shitty books that are gonna fall apart.
Yeah.
But
that's why you need a meta plot. That's why I need a massive meta plot going.
Yeah. But even then, you cannot control people to force them to stick with it. A lot of people are just gonna say, hey, you know what, we're gonna do our own thing. Thank you for the books. Now we got it from there. Yeah.
Oh, you roll a few 10s. Got it.
Just
walk off.
But
literally what?
Anyway, it's
that's why you need good art. You know,
that's why you need good art. I think that could be a good reason to refresh your book.
A new edition, like a collector's edition.
A lot of people like do like the new the splat book, right? The supplement and stuff like that. And I always felt like the games become too bloated, right? And oftentimes they detract to the game experience to have too much.
What about what's the plan for Bastard Swords monetization?
You know, I'm not very money motivated, right? So like I don't know. I don't want to say anything yet definitively, but I'm inching toward probably like making the system freely available online, and maybe like at some point, if there's interest, doing a print run.
Yeah.
Right.
It's good.
Very basic, very simple. Nothing crazy.
You've been a vocal opponent towards PDFs that cost money.
Yeah.
Or like substantial money.
And for me, it's a work of love. Which, you know, I guess that can almost bring us to the next segment, right?
Okay.
Which would normally be one thing we want to say. We talked a bit in the beginning that we want to do interviews. And or if sometimes we don't have guests, we might react to a video, right? Talking about like,
I actually have a little video for you.
Yeah.
If you'd like to watch it.
I'd like to. But before that,
okay.
I'd like you to there's two questions that I want to ask the guests that we're gonna have one, right?
Okay.
And I think we should probably answer them ourselves before.
So we're going to be the guests in this episode.
Yeah, but it's gonna be shorter because like people know about us, right?
Right.
We're gonna keep it short and sweet. Gonna give an example.
Well, we're bringing in new audiences right now.
Oh yeah, are we? So, Phil.
Yes, Max.
One of the questions that always interests me when people play RPG is, why do you choose to engage with this hobby with your free time rather than doing something else? Like rather than playing video game, rather than doing board game, rather than doing sports, rather than consuming smut, right? Why do you choose to play RPG? You know, there's this opportunity cost. Doing one thing, the cost of doing one thing is all the other thing you don't do because you're doing that thing. So what is it for you that say, you know, this is what I want to spend my time doing? What do you find in hobby that you don't find elsewhere, basically?
Right. So I would say that if I could only do role-playing games, I wouldn't only do role-playing games, first of all. So like I would still play the occasional video game or whatever because they give me different things. For a
Yes.
role-playing game, I would say that it allows you to live out another, like another reality almost, and it, like, allows you to do things that you wouldn't normally do, um
Mhm.
and so that's what I enjoy about it. I like the idea of being creative as well,
Yeah.
and obviously, it's like a strange thing that it's, like, better than having a conversation sometimes with, someone else too, where it's like, I can be really creative with a group of other people that are being really creative.
Mhm.
It's kinda more fun than, like, a small talk. It's like a
Yeah, and
really
there's a
cool
license
social
for
moment.
to go creative and be crazy, right? You don't
Mhm.
have to be constrained by like, oh, what you're saying doesn't make sense now because yeah, it makes sense in this world, right? This makes sense in this context that is completely different than the real world.
Yeah,
You can explore different. Yeah, I get what you mean.
yeah,
I think. Yeah,
and violence.
and violence too. Yeah,
Yeah,
which is frowned upon socially nowadays. Yeah,
depends.
yeah.
And you, why would you say that you choose to
It's
engage
It's
with other people?
similar it's similar to you, but it's like for me, it's really about the when I'm a player at least, it's really about like, slipping in the skin of somebody else.
Mhm.
I guess it's different when I'm a player or when I'm a GM. When I'm a player, it's like slipping in the skin of somebody else, right? Like experimenting, being somebody different for a while with a different mindset and stuff like that, that react in different way to different situation, right? Like it's almost answering the question, what if it wasn't me? What if it was somebody else, right?
Mhm.
In a way that's more meaningful than just like if I
But
was
you
like
are you. Sorry,
yeah,
I had to do it.
exactly. Yeah, but in a way that more meaningful than just like, "Oh, what if I was a midget?" Like, just somebody that's
Mm,
physically different, right? Because now you're somebody that is, like, different in personality, in character, and, in all those traits, right? And that's why I
yeah.
like to try to play, like, characters that are different than me. Maybe sometimes I tend to play wisecracker a lot, or, smart ass. I need to be
Mhm.
careful about that because I think that's, me bringing something of me.
You always tend to play some super alpha as well.
It's because nobody's gonna do it, and we need alpha in the group.
I could be an alpha if I wanted.
Yeah. Show it then. Show it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I tend to be bossy in life too, so I need to be careful
yeah,
about the two trait that I try to, not to bring into my characters too much.
yeah,
So that's a challenge for me. Play somebody that is a straight shooter and but doesn't lead.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to play someone. I don't know what is the opposite of me, like, that's, like, super out of character. I'm pretty sarcastic, like, guy, so
Yeah.
I guess try to avoid those things, which I've done, so I don't know.
And you play a lot of character that are like, verbally aggressive, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think that's a trait that we see oftentimes, coming back.
I guess, yeah.
And when as a GM,
Is that
oftentimes I would like
abnor
to.
is that like, how do you can you be interesting and not, like, verbally aggressive, though?
Yes, of course you can.
Is it? Like, maybe I see verbally aggressive as more
True.
natural? I don't know. That's interesting.
No, I think you could be somebody that is, like, very polite,
Mhm.
very, you know, very
I'll try
well,
that next time.
with a pleasant demeanor, you
Yeah,
know? Change you, man.
a pleaser.
Yeah, a people pleaser.
Yeah, agreeable.
Yeah. The As a GM, I like to explore premises, right? Situation, right? Oh, what if this thing, right? What and
Yeah,
then, like, I don't know the conclusion, but then we figure out, like, the potential result of
yeah.
a situation.
GMing is much more about the experimentation for me, about how fast and how hard I can push the improvisational side of it.
Yeah.
Versus a player, I'm much more about living in the skin of the player or the character.
Mm. So, and I like also obviously the social aspect of it. That's also a lot to me. The creative aspect, like you mentioned as well, that's also a big part of it. It's a bit of a creative outlet, I guess.
Yeah. Do you think that it's a waste of creative energy? You think that you should be using it on other things?
It's certainly ephemeral, right? Because like you don't really have something that stick afterward. You got memories that stick afterward, but is it more wasteful than if I do like a art performance?
Yeah.
You know?
It's not it's no more wasteful than playing a video game, or
it's no more wasteful and it's more creative, right?
So it's like is it like, I guess the question is, when we're getting off in the weeds here a bit, but whatever. The question is using your creativity like a tank that's emptying, or is it a muscle
Yeah, I think it's like the second one.
strengthening as you use it? Okay.
I think it's definitely the second one. Creativity is a muscle that you strengthen it as you use it. Yeah. And the more comfortable you get with it, the more you can dare, right? The more you
Do you think it could be both? Where it's like, if you're always creative, then like eventually you're gonna kind of be shitty at it?
No, I think like a muscle.
Get it like exhausted.
If you use it a lot, you can get tired.
That's
and
smart.
You can be out of creative juice. So when I was trying to do I was trying to do the bumper, right, for the different segment of the show. And it was shit. It was completely awful. Because I put all my creative juice in doing those background. Yeah. And the intro.
Yeah.
And getting thing ready. Which, again,
I should
don't like it. Yeah. The logo, right? All those little things, right?
Yeah.
Little detail, but it's visual identity.
Right on.
Can you overtrain like for $2? Yeah. Can you overtrain your creative muscle?
That's the question. Can you sprain it? Do you need to rest it once in a while? That's kind of more what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I think you can definitely, like, in a short period of time, right? You can definitely like strain it, like you're out of creative juice for a moment.
I have these moments. I have these moments.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I have these moments where I'm just like standing around, and then I remember this thing that I did from junior high.
Yeah.
And then I cringe in the shower and admonish myself
and cry.
So is that what it feels like when you're like, man, I was so stupid in that game? And you're like, I can't create. And then you become real dramatic and fall on your fainting couch.
If you yeah, maybe that could be a case, like would be like a training, like a sport injury for creativity, right? Like you did something that was so bad, so shit, you took a risk and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Maybe I had that with like this wilderness comedy game. You remember?
Why did I act?
I think I got that there, right? Like I fumbled so much on that game.
That was Big Bad's favorite one, he says.
Really?
When you
just like to see me suffer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I fumbled so much on that game that I think I needed like we took a break after that, right? It's like I think I was like, man, I cannot fucking do that anymore. Like
we might have taken.
My muscle.
I remember because it was kind of fucked up because like the next game was me and Crispy and we rolled comedy and it was actually kind of good. It was like kind of badass.
Yeah. I was like, oh man. I hung my head in shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt that way after the first Harvest game. Like I just had like a real bad reaction to like the whole Demon Baby thing. I don't know why I flipped out so much about it, but like I shut down. I was like, I'm not gonna GM or play for a while.
Yeah, I remember that.
It really bothered me.
Yeah.
I eventually got over it. I wonder if that is a side effect of what we're talking about, creative muscle strain.
Could be.
I just take on more than you think you can handle, and it just like kind of makes you feel like quitting.
That's also one thing. Like
kind of like
some people like
weightlifting is kind of like that, right?
Yeah, yeah. Some people like are gonna like play like 5 games a week. I cannot do that. That's too much for me.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's a good point too.
Especially when they're ongoing game, right?
Yeah.
That I have to keep those characters inside of me for that time, right? I know it's already crowded in there, right? I don't have like place for all those characters on top of it.
Yeah.
I'm having PTSD remembering Mr. Max comedy. Well, yeah, maybe I'm not really suited for it.
It's a different.
Demon Baby crash out was real, indeed.
It was.
Oh yeah. There's been like long lasting consequence to that.
I wanted to develop this is a bit 4D talk, but I wanted to develop a session 0 system for talking about co-creation on a spectrum of Driftwood to Demon Baby.
Yeah,
I thought
I did make a worksheet in the end.
You did make it. You did make
but
it.
He didn't like it
because it's a 20 question questionnaire. I'm like,
no one's
doing this. No one's doing this on
it. No, but it's a step. It's a jumping off point if you want to have a discussion, right?
Yeah,
it's a jumping off point if you want a discussion. The other question I want to know about, is, and I'm gonna put a caveat on this one.
Okay,
is what is one thing that you would like to see change in the hobby? And the caveat I'm gonna put on that, because it's us, right? You cannot say to see more role play.
Okay. No, I have a great question. It's more of a thing I'd like to see changed in the universe. So, because I don't know if it's possible.
Can part of the universe? So
it's the hobby part of the universe. All right. So, I want to be able to play. Basically, it's like we've had this same thought separately, and like I realized it, and then you were like, yeah, that's kind of why I'm doing Bastard Sword. But basically, the idea of I want to play, I want to do things that are interesting, like haggling or tactical combat and stuff like that. And I want to role play. I don't know how to put those together.
Having some mechanical depth,
where I
can some crunch.
Yeah. Where I can do haggling itch while I'm role playing. You know what I mean? Without it being out of character. It just doesn't seem possible. Like,
but you're right. That's exactly what I'm trying to the circle I'm trying to square with Bastard Sword.
Yeah.
It's left to be seen if I'm going to succeed. But
so that's why when I'm saying like Divinity Original Sin 2, we got a role play doing it.
All right.
It's kind of like the 2.5D that I was starting to flirt with. It's kind of that, right? Where it's like,
let's see what we're
bring
going to
role play into other systems.
But it's dialogue heavy, right? It's a narrative game. So how do we role play in that? That's going to be an interesting conversation too.
It's basically us just doing our voices.
That's the thing. Now that's not role playing. That's just acting.
It was never going to be role playing. That's the problem. That is the.
If you have, like, I guess like in the you could role play in the sense that you have dialogue choices, so you can decide like, oh, is my character going to be I'm not always going to pick the mean option.
I'm playing a character.
Yeah, and then you can try to justify that in character.
Suboptimal.
It's oftentimes going to be suboptimal. It's a video game. You need to progress. You need to win. So that's going to be, I think that could lead this. We should try to play this game first, and I think it's sure going to lead to interesting conversation.
So
about
yeah, the
doing.
irony is that I want to do the things that the non-role players are doing, but I can't because I have to role play.
Yeah.
Adept Dawson says Mithras is the way to go. So maybe we should be. Is Mithras? Does Mithras square that circle?
I'm not convinced, to be honest.
Okay.
From what I've seen, maybe part of it. I think I'm doing it better. An invisible crunching narrative combat system. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
An invisible or like a seamless.
Magic.
Seamless is the word I would use. Yeah. So you still got the crunch, but it's transparent to the role play.
I honestly, the more time passes and the more I zero in on this like idea of immersion, the less likely I think it's going to happen, Max. I think it's always just going to be you're attempting.
Yeah.
You are doing tactics in your head. Like you're playing some tactical game. And then on the other side, you're role playing. It might be exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
But I think you will lose immersion. I just don't think that I would be surprised. Maybe not. Who knows?
Because your character should also like have some kind of tactical thinking in the same time, right?
Right.
But the thing is like because you have
good.
Because you make those opposed roll, and then if you win, you score some hits, and then you can spend those hits in tactical manner, right? But you cannot plan ahead for like, so you're not spending your time doing tactic because like, well, I'm gonna fight this guy, and then like based on the result, then you can make tactical decision there, but they have to be in the moment, right? So you're not like outside thinking of the. So that's one thing I'm trying to align the character thinking with the player thinking in that sense. But we'll see. We'll have to try.
It's just it always comes back to, are you trying your best? And then is trying your best at being tactical really being in character or not?
I think if you align the character goal and the character goal, player goal, character information, and player information, I think that goes a long way, right?
Yeah. I think that if you're immersed or you're currently immersed, then like you probably don't even think about it. You're just doing tactics. At least that's the hope, right? I don't know.
Yes. But the problem with the tactics is like when you have like if you have infinite time, right, between round, and you can do the turn by committee, and you can see from up high, and you have perfect information, and you can ask questions to GM for precision, right, and stuff like that. That's where it really breaks the immersion.
Of course.
So
we're talking about something else, though, man. Like we're talking about we're past that now. We're trying to marry role play and
my thing that I would like to see change in the hobby is less consumerism.
Okay.
To be honest, yeah. If I cannot talk about roleplay, right? I would say I like people to engage in the hobby, not just by throwing money at it, right? You don't have to collect all the book. You don't have to spend all that money on miniature and decor and stuff like that. I like it to be more like a hobby of love and less of a mercantilism, right? Just like, but I think like money makes everything a bit dirty.
Yeah.
I got like hang up about like money and stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're out of love. I like, and he say, oh, but you have to make a living. Well, make a living elsewhere and do that as a passion, right? Do that as a passion project out of love. Play with your hobby.
I do not subscribe to the idea that artists can't make money. I want artists to be patroned.
I think you can make money, but it shouldn't be your first goal. Like artists, it's nice if you can make a living out of artists, but you should make art out of necessity almost, right?
Yeah.
And then if you're good at it and people want to support you, so you can focus on that. That's a different thing. I'm not against that.
I see what you're saying. So like, don't model your product on getting as much money out of customers as you can.
Yeah, Mongoose.
Still talking to you too, Games Workshop.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, Game Workshop was certainly guilty of that.
Maybe we should get the CEO of Games Workshop on here as an interview.
Yeah.
So send him an email.
I'm sure he's going to be on the first train to do it in person even, right?
Yeah. I'll send him to Canada. Go up to Canada. We don't want you down here. You're not from here. That's what we say in Texas.
Yeah. Like Roll On Buddy. I think that's a new name. I don't recognize that name from
Roll
before.
On Buddy.
Yeah. Welcome. The amount of thinly veiled ad. Why I'm the one reading those?
The amount of thinly veiled ads in the Dungeon Tube space is preposterous.
And I agree, and I see that, and it annoys me, right?
They aren't veiled at all.
Well, sometimes they tell you outright it's a sponsor, but like oftentimes just like, oh, look at this new thing that it's like, oh, it's Raya. Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
you're right.
Hello.
Yeah, they it's so weird watching a sponsored ad that is like formatted as a review.
Yeah.
Critique. It's like,
yeah,
can't trust anything you're saying. So
no.
Skip.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong. Like we talk about things we like, about games we like, and stuff like that. Often we talk about EZD6. We never got anything. Not even a free PDF from Sky. That's all right.
I got a thumbs up emoji from him once in the Discord.
Oh wow, man. Yeah. That's but
about that.
Talk about it because we like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that for me, but it's fine if you disagree with that, because like I got my own personal hang up with like everything about like money and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see like people keep money out of
and
the a little bit.
Right? I hope you find your genie that can help you make that happen.
Yeah, and also it's a great hobby that you can engage with for like countless hours with very little investment.
Yeah, I know.
You fell into that hobby.
It's better to not invest, honestly.
Sorry? Yeah,
I said it's better not to.
Yeah, but that's the problem that we see nowadays, like in a lot of hobbies, right? I'm gonna go in a bit of a tangent there, but like people like they just want to spend so much on their. Oh, look at that! We got another $5 from.
We're sponsored now. We're sponsored.
Yeah. So the show is brought to you by Chaos Sensu by Horia Edwards.
Actually, a great game. So
you got a recommendation right there.
Check it out.
Check it out.
This is a sponsored video, but I highly recommend it.
It's like a third-person sponsorship. Yeah.
Yeah. Not cheap.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ear Trumpet. Right on.
But anyway,
did you want to move on? Are we moving on? I feel like that was a pretty good interview.
Pretty good interview segment. We got to put some point out there about ourselves. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to do the? Are we doing a creative section today?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's do the video since you put it there.
I have it there.
You have it there, and I didn't know. Like one thing we discussed. I want to say that before we go in the video for the audience at home. One thing we discussed with Phil, when we're not gonna have guests, and we decide to do a video reaction instead, we're probably gonna we're gonna announce the video beforehand. So if you want to watch it before the stream, because we might skip through it, we might not watch the whole thing, because if we do that, it's gonna make the stream very long. Like because we're gonna stop every 30 seconds, right, or so. So we're gonna watch it before the stream, and you're invited to watch it before the stream or not. Doesn't really matter. But then we're just gonna talk about the idea. We're gonna play some of it, but probably not gonna play the whole thing.
Yeah.
But Now that's a short, and I don't even know what that is.
It's Tales from Wood Creek from Dungeon Dudes.
I know what that is.
Oh,
actually, yeah.
I didn't know what it was until today.
I've seen Crispy did Unstated Advice about that, I think.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
What am I thinking? Okay.
But play it because it might be something different, or it might be like a
Okay.
I don't know, talk about it.
It's a short.
I might confuse as well. I might not be thinking of the right thing, but it seemed to be familiar.
Okay. Here we go.
Step into this space, you get caught up in this whirling dervish, and you notice that they have no faces. These teenagers, they spin you around, you lose sense of where you are, and as you bump into one, its faceless face looks at you and says, I'm busy right now. Can I ignore you later? You're gonna please take 3 psychic damage.
Oh no.
Got him.
I'm sorry, girls are mean.
This is high school.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I am going to attempt to kind of like slide into the dance.
Are we pausing? Are we watching the
you said hope, so I figured that was a call for a pause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The man, like this
what do you do?
I feel like this psychic damage, you could really feel it through, right? Like it was very, you know, like I often talk about like emotional alignment with the character, right? And that's was just like millennial writing all over, right? Like, oh, I'm busy right now. And then like just like what vibe are you trying to give there, right? Like what kind of exactly? Like you're just those little funny quirk, and then you get like psychic damage. Did you get like psychic damage from the cringe? Is that what it was? Maybe if that's the case, maybe that's like it's another emotional damage, right?
I mean, that's really on the player. The player should have not gone just like high school and written something on a piece of paper. He should have probably done something in character and expressed that he had received psychic damage.
It seemed very heavy from every end, then from the GM too. Like, a whole thing happened and got damage happening, and there was no interaction from the player, right? Until now, which is a different player.
Yeah, not even the same player that got damaged.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not gonna help.
Oh no.
That's a 9.
Same deal. You get all dressed up, all gussied up. You start going, hey, hey. You get into the dance, and immediately you bump into someone. You also lose sense of where you are in this room. It says, hold still. I'm trying.
So are they like in a prom night or some shit like that?
I don't know. They're in some sort of ball of horrors.
But you see, like it's all the GM also describing what the character are doing, right? Oh, you do this, you go into the dance, you go, hey, hey, hey.
The previous player also said, I'm going to try to do something. And she nodded. It's like, okay. And then she rolled. I didn't do it.
Yeah. That's not gonna help. And then like she role played the characters, right?
Yeah. And she's like, well, this is what happens in a fail.
It's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
We should have her on, whoever that is.
We need to let her know.
Yeah.
About how this goes. We get the Dungeon Dudes too.
We can get the Dungeon Dudes.
I know, imagine you with a personality. Okay? Please take 3 psychic damage.
Oh, it is sassy comment.
So much.
So yes. So Vix, you are spinning around.
You're spinning around, Vix. Anyways.
So if this is the thing I was thinking
for you. Just wanted you to have some rage bait.
It is a rage inducing. If it is what I think it was, they did like their session 0, their first episode. I think it was the first episode.
I did see that. I was gonna watch that, but I didn't.
As like an escape room, right? After like the half of the first session was like literally an escape room, kind of, right? And then there's nothing wrong with that.
Like in a real escape room, or you're saying a session 0 was an actual game?
No, I think it was session 1, and they were in this room, and they had to look around for clues and stuff like that. And like, there's nothing wrong with that, but you're not doing a role playing game anymore.
Okay, so they're literally in an escape room. The people,
yes,
the players
are playing an escape room. There's no in character anything. They're supposed to be in
that's
character.
What I'm talking about. I love escape rooms. I love role playing. Why can't I put them together?
Like you want to put like ice cream on your spaghetti, you know? Something or just like best enjoy by themselves, like separate, right?
I guess you're right. I'll have to watch Crispy's video on that one.
Yeah, it was a good one. Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to be so bad. I thought she was a pro. Critical Role.
Well, she's a pro because they receive money from the government for doing those.
Do they?
Yeah.
Are they Canadian?
Yeah. They got funding from Ontario.
Oh my god! You need to look into that. Can you email your prime minister?
I can't.
Maybe we can get him on the stream.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I think in my case I'm better to stay like low profile.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do it with like a silhouette. You'll be a silhouette and you'll have a voice mod.
Exactly.
While we're talking to him.
Yeah.
It'd be cool. All right. Well, that's what I got. I have another surprise for you. This part of the episode, we're calling it the Wheel of Topics.
Oh wait, are we going in the Wheel of Topics? Or are we going to the creative section first? Are we doing creative section?
I thought we might skip it. We're already running 90 minutes.
Late. So, yeah. Okay. Let's skip it. But let's talk about like one thing that we want to do when we're gonna have guests on, right? Maybe something we just do with a guest. We will want to have like the guests engage in some creative activity, right? So we're gonna like, have them come up with and we're gonna decide which, but like maybe a setting, maybe a character for a specific setting, maybe like a new fantasy race or monster, maybe a mechanic, a premise, right?
Yeah.
So we want to like kind of what we do in session 0, which we enjoy doing a lot, right? And we goof around a lot, Finn and I, in session 0, and it might annoy other people. Like we go on those weird tangents.
Yeah.
That need to be thrown away because now we're just like doing cartoon bullshit.
Yeah, usually we get about 5 or 10 minutes into the bullshit before we're like, obviously we're not doing that. Let's go back to the us in the desert.
Yeah. Obviously, okay, yes, we're not gonna be like heroic human trafficker.
The other side. What did Elf Hunter say? I don't remember. He was the funniest. Elf Hunter's funny.
Yeah.
Anyways. Can I show you the way?
But so this is something we want to do, but like I guess today, because we had a lot to cover.
We did the video and the guests too today, so
that's true. So let's do the wheel of
one of those.
Let's go on the wheel of topic.
Okay. I got you.
And I guess also like the creative section is really for the guests too.
Yeah.
Let me present that.
Present it.
That's a surprise to me too. I didn't see that beforehand.
Yeah.
All
right. So this is the Wheel of Topics. I'm going to spin it and then I'm going to ask Max to comment on it.
Yeah.
And then we'll maybe have a back and forth. Are you ready?
Yes. I think the color could have been more garish. Oh, there you go. Watsy did it again.
Watsy did it again. Can you believe them?
Honestly, like in the last few months, Watsy have been pretty clear of scandal. Like compared to the last one was kind of like when they posted a picture and like if you're good if people like listening to your story, maybe you should be a GM, right? It's like, well, you're really missing the point, right? I think I talked about that. I did a short video about that. But in the last 2 months, maybe, I think they've been fairly clear of scandal in the RPG sphere. They did. I know the people of Magic are upset because they're being greedy and they're pushing all those like a Universe Beyond and then like,
what's the was there a Family Guy one or something?
Or SpongeBob?
Was that what it was? There's a cartoon.
SpongeBob.
Was it SpongeBob? Yeah. That's
I'm not, but it might be just a meme too, right? I don't follow Magic that close.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what's real and what's not real. Like it could all
because
be
they're doing
real.
like so much stupid shit. Yeah.
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 Can you
So
imagine having such a badass card game like Magic? Like just think about the 90s. How
Yeah.
awesome Magic is.
yeah,
And just like throwing your IP through the muck just
Yeah.
to scrape up every
just
cent you
because like
can.
just because you hope that like the SpongeBob fan that don't play
Yeah.
Magic might jump in or might buy a box for the collection, right?
Yeah. There's no
the member
longevity in it. It's all just
Mhm.
cash grab.
cash grab after cash grab. Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh,
So there's
lots
that.
of it.
And they also one
Mhm.
thing also that's interesting, WotC is trying to get into the video game field, right?
I didn't know
Strangely
that.
enough,
What are they doing?
yes, they didn't do Baldur's Gate 3, and they're also, I believe, not doing Baldur's Gate 4. I think they also like sending that to an outside studio. But they did release a video game a year ago, and it was an absolute flop. It was supposed to be a live service game, so a game that and nobody played it, and the game like died like in a few hours, right? Like no, like literally like it went unnoticed and nobody cared. Nobody gave a shit. I even forget the name. And now at the Game Award, they announced a new video game that they're developing, and again, like look totally uninspired, complete slop.
Hasbro classic.
And
basically the
that's
WotC brand now. It's just
it
slop.
is. It's not even
Cash
like it's not Hasbro. It's really WotC, right? So like
Yeah.
you know, I would understand if Hasbro is trying to get into video game, makes sense, right? They're doing a lot of stuff, but they put it straight under the WotC label.
I think a lot of that has to do with WotC kind of has to justify themselves to Hasbro, and so they're trying to get every penny they can. But
I don't know,
I'm sure
because,
they
like,
just have some trash management, just like
I know that at some point, like
doing whatever they
it was
can.
something like 70% of Hasbro revenue came from WotC, and that was mostly from Magic the Gathering, right? Like Magic the Gathering is the cash cow of Hasbro. I don't know if those numbers change much. I don't know if like Magic is bigger now, smaller now, if Hasbro have other thing that is working at the moment. But so I don't know why. WotC would need to
Magic
justify itself that much.
Is Magic the biggest seller for Hasbro, you think?
Yes. Oh yeah, by far.
Okay.
Yeah. By far. And it's also like all profit, right? It might be like 70%.
I don't know what like toys and
yeah, it might be like 70% of the profit came from WotC, from Magic, right? Something like that. Because like the margin on Magic obviously are insane, right?
Yeah, D&D doesn't like, what are they selling? Like their little mini ranges and I guess books, obviously.
And the minis, they're oftentimes made by WizKid. So they outsource the minis. And for D&D, it's the books, and now they have the digital one with all the digital product, right? And they're trying to get into that field again. So,
wow, WotC, they did it again.
I don't know what is gonna happen with this company. Like they have like such beloved license, like beloved game, and it should be like so easy. But they keep like bundling after, like, you know, they have no clue how the game are played, what people want. They don't listen to the audience.
Yeah, they don't respect any of it.
Or maybe it's just a vocal minority, but I don't know. Like, we don't know about the sale figure from this new edition of D&D, the D&D 2024, which came out in 2025, basically, right? because they messed up the release.
Right.
When 2024 was the 50 year too,
Why
right?
not go ahead and change the name when you went to 2025? Just change it.
Because they didn't want to, not call it 2024.
Yeah.
Maybe they still wanted to keep a connection to the 50 years of D&D.
I think naming your game after the year is probably just a bad idea.
I think so too, but I think it's indicative of
unless it's 2000. That was a good time to name your stuff after the year. Yeah.
But I think it's because they're so bankrupt creatively, right? And they didn't want to have a name that would indicate that it's a break. Like they tried to have their cake and eat it too, right? They didn't want to because they didn't want to upset people that were still playing 5e.
Enjoying 5e, yeah.
Yeah, they say no, it's still it's still compatible. It's still like technically the same edition. We're just like updating, right? It's the same, but then
we're actually gutting it.
Yeah. Or bloating it or changing.
I don't know what the hell they did.
I don't know. I don't know what the hell they did either. No fucking interest. Yeah.
Should you care as a subject knowledge expert? Should you give a shit?
I try to keep my ear to the ground and know what's happening. But it seemed to have it made so little splash, right? Usually I kind of get the vibe from the general discourse and stuff like that. But so people spoke about it. So few people cared.
Yeah, it's all I don't even hear about it outside of just complaining.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, and you hear one thing and the next, right? So that it's contradictory as well. So I think people just move on, or they didn't buy in. So when they release the sale number and they say, oh, it's the fastest selling D&D product, and they're vague in their language, oh, are you meaning books or just product, right? Do you include all the digital asset that you sell piecemeal in that? Do you they're kind of vague and
they're cooking the books, maybe. They're certainly leaving the room there for them to have cooked the books. In their explanation. I mean, I can't imagine I mean, it's a different world. You can't really compare the two editions without talking about digital.
Yeah.
So just to play devil's advocate a little bit, but it couldn't. I don't know. I don't think that it sold as well. I don't know why.
Yeah. What's on our side, there was just zero reason to switch over. I think that's a big part of it, right? Because it was they tried they're trying to have their cake and eat it too, right? They say no, it's just a update of 5e, right? Because they didn't want to upset the 5e people. They said, well, but then I have 5e. I don't.
And they were doing the monthly modules thing all the way up.
Were they?
Yeah, like Avernus and all those little crap.
The re-release, of those. Avernus was done for 5e originally,
I guess, but I'm saying those little modules, they were coming out late into 2024, weren't they?
I don't know. I didn't follow too closely, to be honest.
Yeah,
I know they put out a lot of books, but
I just remember hearing a lot of complaints about the slop nature of the splats they were putting. I don't even know if they're called splats, but
they always also getting caught up in the AI thing, right? They have they have this captive audience, or they're being captured by the audience, I guess, right? Trying to cater to this crowd that is very sensitive of the topic du jour, right? And now people are upset about AI and what's he really want to use AI to cut costs,
to get their art,
and trying to sneak
they're going to as if anyone expects them not to. They're such a degenerate, soulless, creatively bankrupt company. I don't.
Yeah, which I'm not against AI per se, right? I don't really care. I'm not a big fan of it.
Yeah.
But for all kind of different reasons that people usually state.
I think that it can help you be productive, but I mean, there's for sure ways to cash in on cheap art and cheap writing. I mean, even the writing's probably all AI too.
Likely, yeah, or editing and stuff like that. Especially if they don't credit anybody anymore, something like that, right? So it's interesting to they're kind of like they feel like they kind of trapped in a between what the investor would want them to do and what their audience would want them to do, right? But they cater to this audience of maniac.
Yeah.
Everybody like sane left already. Went back to older edition, went back to alternative game. Or say, you know what, I got my 2014 books and I'm just gonna stick with that, the core book from 10 years ago, 11 years ago. So
Whatever.
Yeah. Even the D&D tube content, right? They're trying to move away from strict D&D. We see a little more like talking about like Shadowdark and
yeah. What do you make of? I guess we can kind of talk about that. What do you make of Critical Role not doing Dagger?
That's interesting.
They must have written a fat check, right? D&D wisened up and decided it's like, yeah, we should probably pay these guys.
I don't know why they, like, to be honest, I really have a hard time understanding the decision, because like when you just launch a system that you want people to buy, and you know, now you have Chris Perkin working for Darrington Press and a bunch of people that were like working on D&D, they all moved to Darrington Press now, working on Dagger art. So there's money involved and you want the system to succeed, and you have like this huge platform in this RPG show that would just make sense to push your product there.
It is the best place anyone could ever push their role-playing game system.
But then you say, no, we're gonna go do back to D&D 5e.
Yeah.
And after D&D 5e,
it's almost like WotC is running Critical Roles.
But I don't know if you remember, like when there was the OGL license scandal, right?
Yeah.
A big part of the new license that WotC was trying to push was that they could claim some kind of revenue share of the revenue of basically D&D streamer, right?
Oh yeah.
So that was also, so you know, technically, how big fan of Critical Role they are, it seems like they pretty antagonistic. So I don't know if they cut a check. I don't know if they changed like their demeanor completely toward them. I don't know if it's just like they're changing the GM and the new GM didn't want to bother learning.
That's what they said. They said that they didn't want to put on the pressure of learning a new system on these players, but which is obviously
a pretty damning
your own
indication of your system.
Yeah. You don't even have faith in your own system to teach it.
And yeah, it's going to be hard to teach.
I think that's a cop-out. I don't think that's the real reason.
You don't think that's the real reason?
No, because it's so ridiculous.
I don't know. Like I'm not convinced that WotC cut a check. I'm not. I'd say it could be.
Mm-hmm. I think if you were going to do it to anyone, just make sure it's on Critical Role. That's the advertising. They need it on Critical Role. They need it on Stranger Things.
Yeah, but or maybe it was because also like Mercer wrote book for WotC, so they do have a working relationship.
On a contract with it?
I don't know how it worked. Like he made guide like for world setting and stuff like that. I don't know how much WotC was involved, or if it was
I agree.
Like
I agree with you. It's because they want WotC money, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't know what form that takes.
Yeah,
it's WotC dollars that are influencing the decision in my opinion.
Like if WotC did sponsor them to play this game, should that be disclosed? Is it kind of shady not to say it?
Yeah, they really are making it seem like it's not that.
Yeah,
with that cop out we talked about.
Yes.
If it is a cop out.
And that's also make me doubt it, because I think it would be wiser than to do that, because if at some point it is leaked that it was that, people will go fucking ape shit. They're fun, right? The critters, those damn critters.
Those critters. I had it as a section of my wheel.
Yeah, we almost like stepped on that right now.
Do you want to spin it again?
We can.
I knew you'd want to spin it again.
Oh yeah, I need to present it. You need to fix your thing with StreamYard, motherfucker.
I do. Whatever you're talking about, we'll talk about that.
So you can present your own shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Romance and RPG.
Romance and RPGs.
Yeah.
How do you handle something like that, Max? I saw a
if
video.
If it's done in character,
yeah,
and if it's not like disturbing and getting in the way of like the premise and stuff like that, right? If you're doing like you need to be context appropriate, like romance in real life, right? If you're trying to build a bridge and then you just like spend your time flirting with the secretary or like the engineer, right? Just like, we have a purpose here. We're trying to do something, right?
Yeah.
There's a time and a place.
We're trying to make out with the secretary.
Yeah.
All right, all right, Max, you're making out with the secretary right now.
Yeah. Are you telling me what my character is doing right now?
Yeah.
But we have it happened that we had a character who were flirtatious, that flirt amongst each other or flirt with NPCs and stuff like that, right? Just like
Were you flirting with one of my characters?
No, not like because we always play men, right? So not really, but like
sure?
Alan and Noemi, right? There was a bit of flirt, or Evelyn and Alan, right? There was a bit of flirtation there, right?
Yeah, you and Crispy.
Yeah, we're getting
got pretty hot and heavy a few times.
Yeah, but at some point also, well, we maybe now it's not the time because like there's our lives on the line and shit like that, right?
You're both men,
and we're both men, which is inappropriate. But
there you go. All right, that's fine.
But if we're like to have like female characters,
of course,
and we're to have like
some ladies at the table,
like you need to, like I often say that the number one priority of the GM is to preserve the verisimilitude of the world, right?
Yeah,
but this is also like a priority. It's the number one priority of the GM, but it's also like a shared like responsibility with the player. The player also have to make sure that the world remains believable. That's the word we use. Feel like a real place. And the number one priority of the character is to have like consistent character that are like consistent with themselves, right? Realistic and consistent with themselves that you can believe in. So the romance has to be done within those boundaries.
Yeah.
So you still need to act like a person.
Mm-hmm.
If it's too forced, if you like, So I think just that is the only limit you need, right?
Yeah. This is I think a part where, and I don't really want to. This is kind of an aside to the topic, but I like the idea of doing unrealistic things. If it's like a tone decision.
Mm-hmm.
So like so it's like I think that's something where we disagree, where it's like you say you need to act like a person, where I'm like, what if I'm in a fighting cartoon? What if I'm in an anime?
Well, you need to act like a person in that world, right? That's
right.
That's
okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. We're back. We're back in agreement.
Yeah. Yeah, because obviously, like, there's something that you won't necessarily do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what
Adam
if we?
Koebel. Is Adam Koebel?
Adam Koebel was into the Adam Koebel was into is the designer of Dungeon World, right?
Oh, okay.
And he was in a scandal a few years back because he was GMing this game,
nice.
and it was a sci-fi game, and there was like a girl playing with them that was playing an android character, and she went to have an upgrade of some sort, and the guy like was jacking a wire in her head, and Adam described the experience in a kind of sexual manner.
Nice.
And everybody was laughing at the table and all. And they were playing with like the safety tool, right? So they had like access to the X card, but nobody threw it.
What?
And then the game finished, and the next day, this woman decided, and she'd been convinced by the other, right, by the audience or whatever, that
she
was
felt
great.
dirty afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. She got regret the next day, and then she decided she withdrew consent a posteriori. Yeah, and then Adam Koebel got canceled for it.
Do you think we can get him on the show?
He used to live in Montreal. Maybe I could get him.
Maybe we get the girl.
Maybe we get the girl in the same time. We have a special guest too.
Ooh. Yeah. We got a special guest waiting. Okay.
Yeah, like what Mario Trump said, like what X card that didn't work. Yes, exactly. That's the thing. Like people don't dare.
We brought the cards and everything, guys.
Yeah.
Come on. I couldn't find my Android rape card.
Yeah.
I was gonna put that up. Or you just told me.
So I got a question there. Okay. For the panel, when it comes to romance in RPG, do you change what or how you role play out romance, whether or not you have an audience? AI, if I get up on YouTube or stay private? As if
I missed
if I get up on YouTube. So we would change the way you do. Like, I think Phil and I, we pretty much on agreement in the sense that what we put on YouTube is how we do it all the time, right?
I don't really censor myself.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Well, I do, but
there's a whole battleground of flames and hell in Max's mind.
Yeah. I have to censor myself, like, in every time I'm not alone, I guess.
Yeah.
When I'm online or not.
He mostly spends his free time in the shower yelling expletives.
Yeah.
Swears.
But what we put on YouTube is pretty much what we would get in private.
Yeah.
I
mean, I'm not censoring myself in a role-playing game. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And but because I have this hang up about like men playing female character, that's always gonna impact like the way romance is done, obviously, because like
I've never played a female character in a live game. I played one in a play-by-post, and that's fine.
Yeah, you played like a Latino pregnant woman as NPC.
She was a Latina, actually.
And she was trying to get pregnant.
She's a vampire.
Should we get like a romance as a tone on the UNPC?
I don't think so. Is romance a lot like heroic?
No.
Okay.
No.
What would a romance tone be like? Would one of us have to be the lady?
Well,
would we be in a homosexual relationship?
It could be like there could be like one NPC, right? There's a one NPC, she's the girl, and we're both guys that try to
the
girl.
It's everyone running a train on the GM.
Exactly. Well, romance doesn't need. It's not porn. We're not gonna put bukkake on as a tone.
I need to monitor my internet habits more closely. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Romance. You try to
romance, of course,
right? And you. Yeah. Oh, there's this girl, like she's the barmaid at the tavern, and we're all trying to get on with her, right? So instead of going adventuring in the dungeon, instead of like killing organs,
boys.
Yeah, we're trying to seduce the lady,
the pregnant Latina woman.
If I go on a UNPC and I get to change one thing on the list, I'm gonna put fucking romance and never go back again.
Nice.
It's
setting a bomb.
I'm sorry, Raya. Whoever, like, thanks, Skeleton, who's gonna road. Oh, there you go. Fun per second. Comedy Ray Pilot.
That's true.
Good. That was as close as we got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You end up with Comedy and Island, and Max is like, "Oh, you mean romance?"
Exactly.
This is my romance tone.
Well, there might be a reason why I'm single, right?
Yeah.
I don't really understand those things. Yeah.
You need to bring
But
X cards with you to the bar.
Oh,
Think about it.
that could be
Like, here, take this. If you want me to leave, you just lift the card up. You have to do it 3 times. So you're aware. The first time, I'll think you're joking or you're into it.
Oh, it's like a no mean yes kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's a yes that need a bit convincing.
Yeah.
So there you go. We roll on the wheel. We got some.
We
talk
did it.
about some topic.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna wrap this up now. It's about 2 hours for the show, and I had a tough day today. Like I said in the beginning, I wasn't joking about that. I got stranded. My car broke down when I was like 120 kilometers from home.
Mm-hmm. In Canada in the winter.
In Canada in the winter, in the middle of nowhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had to wait an hour for towing, and then like be on the tow truck for like forever because like it drive slow.
I was elbows deep in an IKEA bunk bed.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
Different. It was different. I was kind of sweaty and stinky. That was more my experience.
I was too, which was also because I was coming back from the gym, right?
Yeah.
So that also didn't contribute to the pleasantness of the experience, right? I was just like dying for a shower.
Did you guys know that this show is very smelly?
Yeah. Well, now I'm clean, but
okay, good. Me too.
Yeah. Put my clean kimono.
Yeah.
I swear I'm not like always a sex pervert.
50-50. Totally normal.
Yeah, sometimes I'm asleep. But so any closing thought? I'm excited for this new project. Oh yeah, then last thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're probably for the foreseeable future, this is probably gonna be every other week kind of show.
Yeah. Until these like big guests start.
Until
if we have to start pushing some big guests through.
Yeah.
Probably want to get one a weekend here.
Yeah. Once people are gonna like rush in to be on that show, right? Which obviously they all want to be. Once they see what it is about, right?
Yeah.
But for now, it's on, and also like now with Christmas, obviously we're gonna come back on January 3rd.
That's right. I'm excited for the show as well. Always love discussing role-playing games with you. I like that we're getting more current eventsy with it too. It's good.
Yeah. You don't want to add music to the show. That's a touchy subject. With YouTube copyright, we talked about it. That's something we consider. We want to have
Max plays a number of instruments. I can play a guitar.
Yeah.
So
we got a double bass
and a double bass and a standing bass. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll get the band together. We'll hire some other role players. We'll be like, no, but can you really play an instrument? We're like, yeah, I'll play a musician. We're like, no.
Yeah.
I want that to happen.
You know, there's like a musical improv league nearby. Well, there used to be. I don't know if they're still going on. But yeah, it was that.
Let's get them on the show. Let's get them on the show. Let's do an interview.
They do like the UNPC. They get a team and a genre and a bunch of musicians there, and they play some music.
Nice.
In that team and genre.
That'd be a good guest.
Yeah.
Get him on the show.
It's not role play related, but
Why do you choose to engage with role-playing games?
Oh, yeah, I don't know what they are.
Why?
Exactly. Mais qu'est-ce que tu dis?
Interesting.
Yeah.
All
So, anything else you want to add before we close that show?
I wanted to ask you.
Yeah,
Did you have fun?
I did. It helped my mood a lot.
Yeah.
I was in a sour mood and now like I'm laughing and smiling. Yeah. So I did have fun.
That's what matters.
That's what matters. It's all about.
Yeah.
And you people watching, did you have fun? I hope you did.
Hope you guys have an excellent evening. God bless.
Thank you for watching. Thank you, Phil, for joining me. Oh, let's announce the guest. The first guest we're gonna have.
We gonna announce the guest?
Yes, announce the guest. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless he changes
Did you
mind
get
after
did you
seeing
get
that.
the Prime Minister?
Yes.
We talked about
of no, but it's a good second one. Can you even name the Prime Minister of Canada?
Is it it's not Trudeau.
No.
Yeah. Nope.
There you go. Yeah. No, the guest we're gonna have is gonna be.
Sorry, I should learn his name before he comes on the show.
The GM Philosopher from the channel GM Philosophy.
Great channel, by the way.
I like his content. I reacted to a lot of his video on and he seemed like a cool guy. He seemed like a guy that you can talk to and joke around, right? And like I said, I often like complain that it seemed like people don't put a lot of thought in the hobby, but this guy seems like he does, right? So I'm gonna be happy to pick his brain about different things, right, and his view and stuff like that.
So he seems like he shares a lot of views that we have.
Yes,
but he also has his own twist and a lot of like things like with prep and
yeah. I'm sure there's like I want to talk about the role of the GM with him and stuff like that. I'm sure there's gonna be stuff we disagree on, and stuff we see eye to eye. I've seen some video that he posted recently that I need to watch. I haven't watched yet, but it seemed quite promising in the title, right? About like the basically like GM having too much control. I forgot the exact title. I don't have it in front of me now. And I say, oh man, if you can talk about that, that's the topic that's near and dear to my heart.
He did a big series of videos on vetting players too.
Yeah. So I'm pretty excited to get to talk to him. We exchange a bit like in comments sometime. So it should be there on I guess it's January 3rd, if I'm correct.
I think you're correct.
3rd, yeah, January 3rd.
Yeah.
So there's that. Before that, on the 2nd, I'm all gonna be on the GMI show on Max Liao, Legend of Myth channel, right? Which is coming back in the new year. I used to go on those panels on Friday oftentimes.
I'll be on the GMI the following week after that.
Yeah. So you're gonna be able to catch us there. Pretty excited about that as well. This is also a great place for discussion with different people sharing different views, right? You know, it's good to go outside of the echo chamber.
I agree.
So that's it. Merry Christmas to everybody.
Merry Christmas.
And Happy New Year, because I probably won't see you until New Year.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we're gonna play some Divinity.
Okay. I'm down with that. I'll buy it right now.
Holiday. There you go. So stay tuned for that.
Maybe Tuesday?
I think I'm free.
Okay.
Wait. No, Tuesday's fucking Christmas. Is it?
No.
Oh no, it's the 23rd. Okay.
Thursday.
Yeah. It might be hard because I might travel at night, depending on what my car's.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Gets fixed. Well, we'll see. You know, there's a lot of thing going on next week, but we'll see.
Hey, Doc Flamingo.
Oh. Hello, Doc Flamingo.
I hope you had fun, Doc Flamingo.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Take care out.
God bless.